Alright, kid. You ready?
Sure.
Spirit Ladros versus Seabed Temple Vetto.
Yep.
Alright, you know Ladros is stronger than the salamander itself, correct?
No.
Okay, let me show you that.
Who's Vitros?
Who's Ladros? He's the guy that absorbed the salamander from Fauna. He's the one that, like, fights Black Asta. The first one we see, at least.
Oh, that guy from the Diamond Kingdom or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Chapter 96. Let me go look there. By the way, my scaling is just going to be like Ladros over Salamander over Vetto.
Yeah, I'll ask you about the other point of scaling after
Yeah.
you get that.
I don't remember what my fucking screen... Oh, there it is. Here you go. I'll post it in scans.
And this is overall scaling, right?
Right now it's just magical power.
Okay.
So Fonzel literally just says, this power surpasses the spirits. Talking about, like, this is singular spirit, and the only spirit we know Fonzel has ever seen is the salamander.
Mm-hmm. And is Salamander, like, at the time before he gets absorbed, is he, like, at his full power?
Well,
'Cause, like,
salamander
from what-
is the spirit itself, right?
Yeah, because I remember, like, from
The
what I remember...
spirit would be reliant on the, like, mana that the user has.
Yeah.
So different users of the salamander could have different amounts of magical power through their salamander. So this wouldn't scale to, like, Fuegoleon or anything. This just scales to Fauna Salamander.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Alright,
Man,
are you fine with this interpretation?
I mean, can, like, you show that, like, he has more, like, mana than, like, Fano? I forgot the name,
Well,
but...
Fonzel is saying his magical power is greater than Fauna Salamander. It's, like, very direct. The amount of mana wouldn't be super, like... You know, the amount of mana really wouldn't matter because he's talking about magical power, which is what I'm trying to scale here.
Mm-hmm.
Mana would be how many times you could, like, higher mana would let you cast a spell more times, while greater magical power would make that spell stronger individually.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
What up, kid 1125?
I'm debating him.
Oh, are y'all recording or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What's the topic?
Spirit Ladros versus Seabed Temple Vetto.
Doesn't Ladros just violate?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get through to him.
Oh. Oh, okay.
He could be above. But, I mean, bit of magical power, yeah. Just magical power, yeah.
Okay. And then the salamander, right? The salamander's magical power can, like, break spells from Noel.
Let me see these bad boys. It just steps on it, just pops it.
Yeah, just with its talons.
Yeah, flame spirit magic has talent. So you're trying to say he can pop a spell, but why is this what relation does this have to Vetto?
Well, I'm going over all of these feats, and then I'm gonna relate them back to Vetto. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, but it's also weird because I'm pretty sure okay, yeah, I'll just continue. But there's something weird about that. I'll come back to it. Just we can go to the next hand.
I mean, if you don't like that one and you don't think it has much relation to Vetto, we can go for a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, here's the scan saying that the spirit's very magical presence is so strong that Finral can't create portals around it, and that Vanessa can't put threads near it, or even out at all, because its magical power is just this chatty, right?
Dude, this chatty. He's making a force field. And this has to do with its fire ability, right?
No, he says that insane magic power of hers is creating a mana force field. And then Vanessa says, the second I put thread magic out, it gets burned. What incredible magic power.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, her magic powers, the Salamander's magic power is going to be in form of fire, right? So, obviously, it's just saying, the magic power from, which is basically the fire ability, right? It's just burning everything away. That's fine. And this is just talking.
Magical power is not present in the form of Vetto, right? Because fire wouldn't burn spatial manipulations. I understand you're trying to write off the Vanessa statement, but the Finral statement still resides.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also the Asta statement that was hot. The wave of hot air was strong enough to put me away on its own. So.
Yeah, well, that hot air isn't magical. That's just the heat of the salamander itself. Vanessa's talking about its magical power, as is Finral.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So wait, why is this relate to Vetto?
Okay, you're aware that Finral can make portals in the presence of Vetto, correct?
Yeah, but well, see, the problem is that
Finral can make portals in the swallow up Vetto's spells, right? He can get that close to Vetto's magical power and be just fine. His spatial manipulations are just fine.
Can you show me that? And as well as it is real because
wait. You asked me to show you that. I'm gonna try and do that if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So here is Vetto. Very simply, right? Vetto launches an attack at Finral. Finral teleports it back right next to Vetto. And this isn't the only time he does this either. Finral continuously is able to make portals in close relation to Vetto. Would you like another instance of this happening?
No, but I have two questions.
Okay, I'm gonna post one anyways. And do you also need evidence that Vetto's magic is rolling off of him, and that he's not just condensing it? Because I can provide that as well.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you about that.
Okay, yeah. It's stated that Vetto's magic is so strong when it's rolling off of him that normal mages can't even get through his magical force field. Let me show you that to be the case.
Yeah.
Damn you, Kyle.
here's it saying that like Vetto's magic just fucking exudes from his body. He's not like condensing it or holding it within him. It just fucking rolls off of him.
Yeah, this is the same. Like, okay, this is saying it's by rolling off of him, right? It's like they say that he's protecting him, right? It's almost like a magic shield. You know what I'm saying? But like,
no, I can show you. I can show you others doing this as well, on a lesser level than Vetto, right? You know, like all of the sea temple mages also have magic just rolling off of them, even while they're just standing around not doing anything. It's just their raw magic power, just like can't be contained.
And why is that work the same way for Vetto?
I'm saying these things are the exact same description. Therefore, I believe them to be the same thing. It's just the magic power exuding from someone, just rolling off in fucking waves. Kid, you're really just getting like scan fucked right now. Like,
motherfucker! Oh my god! Let me think about this bitch, bro. Well, I don't know. Watch it. I'm gonna have to defeat her to this. Watch, it's coming.
You need the 1125 in.
All right, Mookie,
Snow
activate the
Wolf, help
hive
your
mind.
brother, bro.
Nah, man, I'm trying to activate the hive. I've got 5 members. If you got 5 members, Spencer, you're done.
I'm busy trying to activate the hive. I'm trying to tap into it.
It's crazy how like I have the same knowledge as the kid on Black Clover, but like I do tremendously better on it.
And that's crazy.
Snow, give him the hive mind, man. Come on, Snow.
Pencil.
No need Draco for this one.
Look
and,
at it
it
and come up with a counter argument.
What?
Yeah, you cut out for that one.
The issue is, Snow Wolf, I'm just scan fucking him. Like,
bro, see, bro, I just have that Julius amp, bro. Any debate with Julius, it just might be an amp for me. Who knows?
we can do Elfark Julius versus Elfark Yami next.
Please don't.
Bro, I already know this motherfucker's a rat, bro. I already know this
I'm
guy.
not even a rat. It's just like, it's a Yami dub.
It really, I don't know, because like, I feel like I'm just going to post the one scan that you know I'm going to post, and you're just going to say something about it.
Oh, he's gonna counter. Oh god.
I know exactly what he's gonna post.
Yeah, you know he knows. Fuck.
Alright, now kid, can you like respond to this like magical force field argument?
This magical
I think
force.
Yami's Republican.
So
Yami's definitely a libertarian. I don't know why you just said that. Yami's like, I don't want the government in any of my shit.
He just wants to be a free man. He's probably an anarchy.
It's okay, Handy. Now that you know the truth, you can concede that claim.
No. I can probably figure it out. Hold on.
I'm gonna say Yami above Austin might be spitting.
Currently,
Do we have any ideas on what Yami thinks about the economy?
He just wants his money.
Yami thinks it's too hard to get money.
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh
Spencer, or no?
shit! He might be liberal. Oh no.
Basically, he had to pay taxes. And
He
said,
might
no,
be
why
like
do I
an
get to take money out of my
anti-federalist
money?
liberal.
think about this.
Probably.
Julie, liberal.
Okay, now kid, let's go, dude.
I mean, okay. So again, that's fine. It can roll off him, right? But like, why does his magic, right, have the same properties as the salamander, which we know is what's I almost said magical beast, but you know what I mean, right? The 3 spirits, right? Which like we know is like
but yeah,
different. There's 4 of them, but
yeah.
so yeah, it's fine.
We haven't seen the 4th, but you have Salamander, Sylph, and Undone.
So like yeah, why is his magic, right? Or even the water temple people, right? Because again, there's like normal people or like fish people, right?
They're not fish people. They're normal mages, dude.
And fucking Vetto's like an elf. Right? He has elf, so like it is kind of
No,
weird.
that's not true. This is human body Vetto.
True.
True. But I mean,
they don't get their elf bodies until way later.
But I mean, he still has elf magic though. and he does have some problems with third eye. So
his elven magic is like his third eye is dark elven magic.
Mhm.
And then his final spell is elven magic, but that's about it.
I mean, the beast magic. I thought that would just be derived from elf magic.
Well, all magic is derived from, or I'm sorry, all magic has an elven equivalent. Vetto, okay, the spirit of Vetto from back then just is taking over the body of someone who has a compatible soul or grimoire.
Interesting. So, but why do you think the magic works the same as salamanders, though?
I mean, salamander is just a magical construct created by Fauna's magic.
I mean, it really isn't just a. Wait, what do you mean by magical construct?
You're aware that, like, okay. Oh, gosh. You're aware that these things can only awaken in the grimoire of something, right? They don't just float around on their own. They're not like their own things. They have to have someone else's magic to, like, become.
I mean, I thought they just were just hidden somewhere, right? And they're just attached to someone.
No. It's like they can only be... Okay. Whenever it comes to the spirits can attach to a grimoire and can choose a person to attach to, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is A-okay. And I think it's stated, like, I don't know, Julius may say it's like this century or this generation or this 1,000 years, whatever, right? But they attach to people and they choose people. Yes. They cannot come out whenever that person, or their existence is tied to their user's magic. When their user runs out of magic, they tend to get smaller. When their user is amping their magic, they tend to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
This is shown in the courtroom with Fuegoleon, how the salamander is small on his arm, and how the salamander is small on his arm when he awoke, but in the elf arc, he can fly atop it.
Yes. Interesting. Okay, yeah. That's fine. He can have greater magical power.
Okay. So then he has... Ladros has greater magical power than, Vetto.
Sure.
You know Ladros' actual, what is it? Ladros' specialty is reinforcement magic. You know that, right?
No.
Okay, let me show
I
you.
thought he's up to his own magic. I thought it was especially.
Well, yes, absorbing magic is his, like, magical attribute.
Mm-hmm.
But let me find it. Here's Fonzel, right? The person who taught Ladros everything he knows, saying, hey, Ladros always was particularly good at reinforcement magic. Cool?
Do you think reinforces magic is like what is amps your durability? And just like amps your attacks, kind of? Like you have a sword or bullshit?
Yes, that's exactly what it does.
Okay.
Do you want me to, like, post that, like, magical reinforcement all mages use in some capacity? But
that's
like,
fine.
Okay.
Okay, so he would just reinforce something, okay?
He would reinforce his durability as like AP and his speed.
Okay.
Okay. So he has greater magical power. He can reinforce himself. Therefore, he can reinforce himself to a greater degree.
Sure. His magical power. Yeah, sure, okay.
Okay. So if he can reinforce himself to a greater degree with greater magical power than Vetto can output, how does Vetto harm him?
Probably, hold on. Vetto will probably just speed blitz before he has a chance to activate it.
Oh, so you want to go into speed now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've got Ladros over Vetto scaling. It's fine. I've actually got Ladros over third eye Vetto scaling. And I think this is even like this might be even pre-spirit. Not even to mention like the reinforcement magic amp or the reinforcement magic argument that I haven't used yet. Okay, here's like a single one of Vetto's or Ladros' magical bullets, and you know like magical bullets aren't grimoire spells, so they're like inherently weaker than everything else you do.
No, what the fuck? I don't know about that.
Okay. Let me get that for you. It's like a specific author statement saying that like bullets and orbs can be made without magic, but like more advanced techniques. Let me go in my black. Let me go in the Black Clover scan server. Here you go. I found it. Here's him saying that like bullets can be used without a grimoire. Do you need me to like provide evidence that a grimoire makes you stronger?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay. So then spells produced without a grimoire would be weaker than spells produced with one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then this like random magical bullet can completely speed blitz Asta.
Man, isn't Asta fatigued heal though?
How so?
I mean,
He's
you
been
can
getting
just
no wait. He's been getting healed by what's his fucking face Mars like the entire time he was fighting before.
Cap.
Okay, how is Asta fatigued?
I mean, usually he's physically fatigued. He has scratches, stuff shit. You can look at his eyes, like you know when you're like tired or just physically exhausted, you get those bags on your eyes. He just looks physically exhausted. Looks beat up. His pants are torn up.
I mean, his pants are torn up from fighting the salamander, which he has been healed from.
Huh. Good thing you can't get that from me.
Huh?
Wait, can you show me him getting healed though?
Yeah. Asta's literally like getting turned to a crisp, and Mars is like also just healing him. And Asta's like, yeah, as long as I don't turn into fucking charcoal, like, as long as you keep healing me, I can go as far as you want. This shit doesn't matter.
So you're just healing him constantly. But like, okay, so like, let's just say he's constantly getting healed, right? Why would that mean he's at his big baseline? Which like his baseline, his baseline, like his like normal strength, right?
Yeah.
Like he can get healed physically, but why does that mean he's getting healed like with like in terms of like stamina, right? And like the physical healing.
You know, magic has like a tie to stamina, right?
What?
I said, you know, magic has a tie to stamina.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay. If you know that to be the case, then being healed by magic would replenish your stamina.
I mean, you could be getting healed, right? Doesn't mean your stamina is 100%. Like, you'd have to show me that he would be at 100%.
I mean,
Like-
he's operating as usual.
Okay, you could be that doesn't really mean much, right?
If he's operating as usual, then he's in line with his baseline. What
That-
the
I
fuck
don't-
do you
that's-
mean?
Wait, that doesn't necessarily mean he'd be like in line with his baseline. Like, you can be like, you can be like shot, right? You're just like bleeding out, and like your baseline, right? You can walk like 10 feet, right? You can just still walk 10 feet if you get shot. Like, it doesn't mean you're
I
at
don't see your
100%,
point.
right? But you can still perform tasks, right? And like the task he's even performing, he's not even like fighting, he's just running in this scene you posted. So like he's not even
Yeah,
like
he
fighting.
literally says it was too fast. I couldn't dodge it.
Yeah, I told him when he's like fatigued, sure, that's fine.
Why is he fatigued?
And we were just talking about that.
Okay, you asked me, right? You're the claimant of he was fatigued. I give
Yes.
reasoning as to why that wouldn't be the case, and then I ask for your reasoning as to why it is. You just say he's been fighting.
No,
I ask you why him having fought makes him fatigued. You say, well, prove he wasn't at his baseline. You couldn't
Yeah,
justify your argument, so you tried to reverse the burden of proof.
I mean, not really. I already gave my reasoning. Like, I
Okay,
showed him.
then give your evidence once again.
Okay. Again, like it's in his eyes. You know how I brought up how like when you're like physically like fatigued or like overall you like your body's just like not in that mode. I guess baseline. Like you see like the bags on his eyes, right? That it's kind of burnt, kind of fucked up.
Everyone
And
in
he's
this
like-
verse has bags under their eyes, big dog. You're talking about the
Wait, what?
shadow under his eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has those.
Yeah, everyone has those, but look at the middle panel. I don't know. That
Which
seems
middle
kind
panel?
of this one.
After he got
But-
fucking shot? Let me show
Yeah.
you somebody who's in no way fatigued having bags under their eyes. And I'm going to make sure it's not knocked either. This is Yami about to go on a mission, right? There's Knocked, Morgan, and Yami. All three of them have bags under their eyes. Knocked, this can be written off because he constantly has bags under his eyes. It's his one separating trait from Morgan because they're identical twins.
Mhm.
Here's Asta, right? When he's literally just fucking walking around with the exact same bags under his eyes. Along with Ghosh, who is also just fucking walking around.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's-
Bags under his eyes, not evidence of fatigue.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, cool. So what's your new evidence of fatigue?
I don't know.
Do you have evidence of fatigue?
I mean, other besides like asking you if he was at his baseline, but that's about it.
So you have no evidence.
I mean, your argument kind of like presupposes like he would have to be at 100%, right, for like to scale back to Yami's. I'm not Yami, Vetto. So,
Well, I mean, we don't argue unsubstantiated possibilities, right?
well, it's not
Yes, it's
unsubstantiated.
always possible that people aren't functioning at 100%, right?
Sure.
But I asked you for substantiation that he was fatigued or not operating at 100%. You couldn't provide me anything.
Okay. We can just move on from that point.
Okay. So he's not fatigued. So we have Spirit Ladros with a simple spell able to completely speed blitz Asta.
Okay.
Literally just says he couldn't dodge it. And then we have Third Eye Vetto with one of his strongest spells when he's enraged trying to kill fucking Noel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Asta's able to like speed blitz this attack and jump in the way, move a greater amount of distance than it was moving in the same amount of time.
And you think that this is okay? First off, that Asta can be mental amp to protect his friend, right? He could be.
is he? Do you have evidence of that?
I mean, I could just make like
is
a
this like an
raptor solid match.
outlier in reference to prior or later feats?
Wait, what'd you say? You cut out. I didn't hear you.
Is this an outlier in reference to prior or later feats? Is there reasoning as to why this is like a feat in which he's so greatly amped that it couldn't be by any means other than his like wanting to save Noel?
This bitch. God damn it. I'll just concede.
Okay, you want to run it back, but the other way around?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna take all these like, I'm just gonna steal all your arguments and just like take them, just make them like 100% soundproof at this point.
Soundproof? Good luck with that, big dog.
I mean, the argument he.